Step into the night, now never made sense to me. Why some crave the limelight, it makes me wonder how I'm supposed to be. Could it be wrong to kick back and just right? Now let the truth be told, when in my zone, learn from the fighters' techniques. Now let the truth be sold to you, eyes on the goal, but you're moving too quick, don't speak. Don't speak, just listen. No doubt gonna lay my claim. You put in work and just wait, and let it all unfold. Straight from the soul, now I stick to my goal always. Damn right, gotta lay my claim. Watch the whole world change, and let it all unfold. Straight from the soul, gotta stick to my goal always. It's the truth, fast step into the night, now never made sense to me. Why some choose the limelight, imagine if they put the time to seek, to find a talent and then watch it take flight. Well, let the truth be told, go to your zone, learn from the finest techniques. Well, let the truth be sold to you, come to your own, but you're moving too quick, don't speak. Don't speak, just listen. No doubt gonna lay my claim. You put in work and just wait, and let it all unfold. Straight from the soul, now I stick to my goal always. Damn right, gotta lay my claim. Watch the whole world change, and let it all unfold. Straight from the soul, gotta stick to my goal always. Come on, vibe with us. Little something at a spot tonight. Come on, come on, come on, come on, get hype with us. Ain't no need to fight. Get up, wake up, get down to this sound. We gonna light the night. Tell me who is high in life. Everywhere I seek, things speak to me. Things speak to me, please sing to me. Set up, break down till I'm weak. Each week we reach a new peak, and I wonder when it all might stop. Cause until then I'll give it all I got in harmony. Get back up, you're my remedy. Time to do it again. Everybody at a spot tonight. Come on, come on, come on, come on, vibe with us. Little something at a spot tonight. Come on, come on, come on, come on, get hype with us. Ain't no need to fight. Get up, wake up, get down to this sound. We gonna light the night. Tell me who is high in life. Just got announced from Oregon, and it's fire, wanna inhale, exhale. Yeah, California, Washington keeps it blazing. Inhale, exhale. Just got some chronic at my spot, and I'm ready, wanna inhale, exhale. Yeah, Colorado, well, starts keeps me medicated. Inhale, exhale. I'll be the first one to say, yeah, light it up, I'll be the first one to fade. And spark it up, we're elevated. Nah, I can't complain. It keeps me humble, makes me appreciate. Sweet Mary Jane, you pick me up, you make me feel no pain. And when in doubt, inspire me to get out. Sing with my heart, I'll take a draw to calm down. Don't have to tell you, we don't have to give a reason. We elevate at any time or any season. It keeps me going, never feel like I'm defeated. Gives me that feeling I can always count on. I'll take the best of what's around, it don't matter, wanna inhale, exhale. Yes, outside, keep it up, keep it blazing. Inhale, exhale. Just got some
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother.
Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money, money.
It's hard out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya. What up, guys? We got another Wake Up with Fantasy Football edition, wake and bake style. You know how we do. We got a lot of questions to get to. I'm going to try to shout you guys out by name, but one of the things that sucks about Facebook is when you leave a comment on Facebook, it just comes up like this and says Facebook user. So make sure you throw your name in if you're on Facebook so I can shout you out by name, or hop over to YouTube or hop over to Twitch. I'm going to throw the links in the chats right now because YouTube and Twitch are way more lit than Facebook, and you guys will actually get notifications when I go live. And I like Ron. He said, can we just forget the questions and get stoned? I'm with that. So leave your questions in, guys. I'm going to go through some of the ones we have right now, and we're going to smoke it up. Let's shout out the chat. We got Chewy in the house. What up? What up, Clock? Clock Management in the house. What up? What up? What? A Fry Festival too. Was that shady one? The one where they were just like jacking all the people for all their money and shit. What up, Derek? Salute. What up, Antonio? All right, let's see who we got here. Marco, what up? What up? And Marco said, when does the Wafers draft start? So we are filling a Wafers draft, which is a free league for you guys to join. And the prizes are going to be all merchandise prizes. It's a cannabis brand. And so we're going to have a bunch of merch that's going down for people who win weekly, who have the highest score weekly, highest, who win the league at the end, who win the tournament, got a bunch. And let's see, Peacock, what up, what up? Shout out to our homie Peacock in the house. All right, let's start with the first question over here. This is, let me see, this is Stephanie. And how would you approach filling your roster for a 14-person league? Well, it depends on the roster position that you have. If you play two QBs at all, I'm definitely gonna be going after a QB first. If you play with a tight end spot, I'm going to be trying to go after Travis Kelce first. If there's 3 wide receivers, I'm going to go after a wide receiver first. But with a 14-teamer, I'm going to try to build as evenly as possible. Yo, what up, Candlestick? Candlestick in the house. All right, Zoo Crew said he'll do the Wafers League. Nice. I will hit you up after the show. Make sure you pick a day and time for the drafts. All right. Let's see. See if I can see who this one is. This is Joseph. Says Stevenson or Ridley at the 3-4 turn. Well, now here's the thing. It really depends on who you have already at your team that's going to make me, because I like both of these guys right there. I mean, Stevenson might even be dropping farther than that. Everybody's like super, super nervous about Zeke going over there, which I am not at all. And so, yeah, literally, I'm down for both of those guys. But if you don't have an RB at that point, definitely getting Stevenson. If you don't have a wide receiver at that point, I'm definitely getting Ridley. But that's kind of what would make my decision go there based on who you already have, like, on your squad. Let's see. Who is this one? We got... Trying to find people's names. Make sure you throw in your names when you leave a question. And this is Mark on the dynasty group. We got who's number 2, 10-man PPR. It's either going to be JJ. Well, how about this in this order? Assuming you have a tight end spot, Kelsey, JJ, or CMC in that order. Kelsey's available, and you do have a tight end spot. I'm taking Kelsey. And Facebook user, who is this? Is it me? Or let's see. This is S. Jordan. Is it me or is it crazy? Deontay Johnson and Dodson keep falling to me on my bench. No, it's not crazy. I mean, you might play in a little bit more of a shallow league, but those guys are guys who are going in like the 9th and 10th round. So if you only play with like 7 starters, yeah, those are bench guys. Love it. Lock them in. Get that bench depth. All right, and just for Ron, who said, can we forget the questions and get stoned? Let's smoke a bowl right now for the crew, for the 420 crew, and then we'll get to more everybody's questions. Just hang out. We're going to be doing questions for a little while, so just hang out and chill. Do our best to get to everyone. Facebook user says start Dak or Richardson QB1. It's Dak, and it's not even close. Richardson should be a bench QB if you play in a single QB league in week 1. We have no idea what he's going to do. Dak, at least we have his body of NFL work. And someone asked, is it single QB or super flex? I mean, if it's super flex, you're probably going to have to do both. Let's see. Yeah, Tino said, come to YouTube, mystery Facebook. Dude, everybody hop over to Facebook. I mean, from Facebook, hop over to YouTube. You can type in Fantasy Football Hustler, and we should pop up right at the top. Facebook user, do we think Zeke is going to do anything or be better than Stevenson? This is from Jake on Facebook. No way in hell do I think that Zeke is going to do better than Stevenson or like take anything away from him. If you remember last year, Stevenson was not getting a bunch of goal line work. He still killed it. Like, he was the guy getting like receptions on 1st and 2nd down and all that kind of stuff. And that is still going to happen. Stevenson is PPR gold. And Facebook user says ideal 1, 2, 3 from the 3rd spot, half PPR. I mean, if you could get Kelsey with that 3rd spot, I'm getting it. Even if you can get Mahomes in the number 2, you're probably not. But I'd probably go, assuming you can get Kelsey, I'd probably go Kelsey, wide receiver, running back, and then just hold off on the QB. I mean, that's really what I would be trying to do is single QB, just hold off on the QB. Hey, Todd in the house. What up, bro? Extreme Fantasy Football here. Let's get it, homie. Let's get it. Make sure you guys go follow Extreme Fantasy Football on Facebook. And Facebook user says Ramondre or T. Higgins Dynasty. We got, I think for me, it's going to be T. Higgins. I would draft T. Higgins higher than Ramondre. So if you're talking about a trade, I would probably be wanting to trade for T. Higgins, but it's one of those things. I don't really like this as a 1-for-1. And yeah, Peacock said salute to Wafers. Tina said, what day is the Wafers draft? This Saturday and Sunday. There's multiple drafts going down. And Facebook user said, highest, no pun. Let's get it. Shout out to the peeps in the chat on Facebook. Hop over to YouTube or hop over to Twitch and join us, peeps. Let's see. Song in the house. What up? Facebook user says, what about a 10-team league? Who would you pick first, wide receiver or running back? A 10-team league, I'm trying to build as evenly as possible, and I'm trying to get top-heavy at each position. I wouldn't really push any position off because you really need to be stacked at all these, and you can't force trades in 10-team leagues because every team is stacked. I would go Kelsey. Kelsey's going to be first, depending on what spot you have. If it's not Kelsey, it's probably going to be a big dog wide receiver to start, but I would be going like, if I go running back, I'm going wide receiver in the second round. You know, like it's just got to be like that. You got to build evenly. 420 AM radio said, I'll do the Wafers League. All right. So the drafts are on Saturday and Sunday. They start, all these are West Coast times, 9, 11, 1, 3, 5. So I'm trying to fill up the earlier ones first. If anybody can do Saturday at 9 o'clock, you guys are like the first priority. We'll get you in right now. And Marco said, sorry that I fell asleep an hour before the draft. Said, how you didn't have much trouble because of me. No. We ended up getting it filled. You're Gucci, homie. You're all Gucci. And we're going to have more drafts as well. And Facebook user said, love the stream. Off to Philly. Let's go for the Colts and Eagles game. Let's get it. And it said, have a good one. Would listen to you on the way, but wife would kill me listening to Fantasy Talk the whole trip. Just throw an earbud in, you know, just throw a Bluetooth in. You be Gucci. Ooh, Tino, very spicy. Hill over JJ. I like it. Facebook user said Stevenson or D's. D's nuts. Hey, yo. And what up, Jake? He said, how do you feel about Dalvin going to the Jets? Is Brees going to fuck his touches or vice versa? So I think the way that Dalvin got paid, he's going to be either the 1A very early, or he's just going to be the 1B the entire way. And this screws Izzy, this screws Carter, like it screws every other running back besides Brees Hall. Brees Hall is so good that maybe it cuts into his touches a little bit, but also feel like Brees would be the goal line back, like over Dalvin. Remains to be seen if Brees is 100% healthy or not. So that is another thing. But I don't think that Dalvin is going to affect Brees like that. I feel like Dalvin affects every other running back in there. So anybody who thought Izzy was going to be a thing like year one, probably not. And Chewy said, I'm benching Richardson, even though I got the stack with Pitt. Yeah, man. Week one, we should not really be playing we should not really be playing rookie QBs in week one when we have other guys on our team that we just, that we know are better. And shout out to the Facebook user. Yeah, see Peacock third QB in a 3 QB league. See, that's a little different, when you're forced to play guys like that. And Facebook user said, do you think it's wise to take a top 8 QB or can afford to wait on the position this year? Take a swing for the fences with someone like Richardson or Watson. If you are in a single QB league, don't even draft any of these rookie QBs unless they are your second QB, because I would take a shot on Watson for sure. We've seen what he can do. I know that was with the Texans, but all that we've heard this entire year is how they're going to be changing things around, and it's all going to be about the pass over there. But I would wait. I'd wait for a guy like Dak, Tua, Cousins, like any of those guys in a single QB. I'm super okay with just waiting and then stacking up both of them. Yeah, Josh said not worried about Zeke either. Like, yeah, he's going to get some goal line work. Maybe he'll get some goal line touchdowns, but Ramondre did fine only having one goal line touchdown last year. And Alan, what up? Said if you have a single QB 14 team, take Kelsey first available. Yeah. Rounds 1 and 2, then take a QB in round 3, best available. Yeah, you want to get top heavy. Single QB though. 14 teamer. I mean, you have to value the QB a little bit higher just because there's going to be less to go around. And Facebook used our bold prediction that Tyreek Hill has a breakout season and breaks a record. Okay, what up, Andrew? Yeah, I mean, he's already had breakout seasons, but shit, I mean, he's talking about going for 2,000. Like, man, if he goes for 2,000 and breaks Calvin Johnson's record, that would just be insane. And speaking of Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron.
Shout out to the 420 crew.
Yeah, that time when we met Calvin Johnson in person and he got to shout out the 420 crew. Hell yeah. Let's see. Facebook user said Everett or Schultz, PPR keeper. Who you got? I'm going to say Everett. I think that both teams do go a lot through the tight end, but I'd rather have the guy who's connected to Herbert. And we know it's what's his name? Kellen Moore coming over from the Cowboys, and pretty much everything in their system has always been predicated on the tight end. So I'm with that. Hey, DL, let's get it. And Tino said Pats are the worst team in their division. Belichick don't give a damn about Zeke, about stats. Zeke could have 3-point games and could have 3-point games and 17-point games. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm assuming most of his games are going to be trash unless he hits pay dirt. You know, like Stevenson. I'm not saying we don't need him to score touchdowns because we need him to score touchdowns, but I think that Stevenson is going to get so much PPR work that, like, even without a touchdown in a game, he'll still be a guy that could go for double-digit points, like, easily. You throw in a touchdown or two, he's over, like, 20 points. Big BS. Keeper question, 10 team. I'm pick 4. Cup in the 2nd. Stevenson in the 7th. TJ in the 8th. Full PPR. Stevenson in the 7th just kind of seems like cheating to me, you know, like that's where I would be going. And then you have, I mean, shit, if you get someone better than him also, because everyone's only keeping one person, like that would be dope. Keep him in the 7th and you still stack up like a couple running backs, you know, in addition to that before the 7th. And let's see, Facebook user, best draft strategy for startup, single QB, 2 RB, 3 wide receivers, tight end, 2 flex, 1 super flex. So, best draft strategy is making sure that you are water throughout this, meaning you got to go with the flow. I would probably in the top 2 or 3 rounds, I'm definitely trying to get a QB. Because you have 3 wide receivers, I would also be making sure to get at least 1 wide receiver within those top 3 rounds. You need to lock in your second QB by like round 5, round 6 at the latest. But yeah, this is one of those ones. It really depends on who's like going and who's off the board. And one thing, I don't know if you guys know, anyone who's in these the Facebook advice group, the redraft one where there's like 95,000 people, whatever it is, and then the dynasty group where there's like 2,000 or 3,000 people over there. Literally all these groups were built off my one-on-one advice. Like the dynasty one has only been around a couple years. That redraft one has been around for like 8 years. And like the reason why I got so big is, well, back then I had the time to go through and answer like every single post. Like now there's like hundreds of posts like every hour. So it's like impossible for me to go in there now. But what I do is I give one-on-one advice. And if anyone who's watching anywhere, YouTube, Facebook, on any of the Facebook groups, Twitter, Twitch, whatever, if you guys really want to dominate your league, go to oneononeffadvice.com and sign up and join the crew. If you get on the elite tier or higher, you're going to be able to book me for one of your drafts. Get on the all access tier and you'll be able to book me for 2 or more of your drafts. But go check that out, guys. Like this is my full-time gig, oneononeffadvice.com. Go check it out, peeps. Let's see who else we got here. Draft strategy, 12 team pick, 12 teamer. So you being at the bookend, you know, being at the first or last, you're going to have to make decisions on where you jump up, you know, to draft people maybe a little bit earlier than you really would because you have to wait, you know, so many picks between your next picks. So the best draft strategy would be to build evenly in the beginning. Like it may seem real nice, you know, getting a wide receiver, or running back. But I just want to build as evenly as possible because if you have a hitter at running back and wide receiver, you know, to start, it's going to make the rest of your build so much easier. And Tino said, I'll do Saturday at 9 a.m. Can anybody join? Yeah, we have like 6 or 7 more spots. So yeah, Tino, tell your peeps if anybody wants to join. It's a free league. Wafers merch is going to be on the line. There's weekly prizes for the top scorer in the tournament, which right now we're trying to get 120 people. And we have like 50 something in there. So we got to get more people. And then there's overall, you know, just crazy prizes like towards the end as well. And if you win the big tournament, you're going to get a dope ass Wafers Letterman's jacket. It looks so fire. Carl said if Cook starts killing from game 1, he could steal the job. I don't think so. Brees is the future of that squad. It really just all depends on his injury. That's what a lot of it comes down to. Probably why they got a guy like Dalvin so they don't have to workhorse Brees. Facebook user says Ramondre or ETN for Dynasty. I'm on the ETN side, but it's very, very slight. Very slight. Like both those guys are like literally interchangeable for me. Facebook user said thoughts on Bijan Robinson, 2nd overall in a 14-teamer. I'm not about that. I would rather just I'd rather not have to reach up for him and grab him at his ceiling. So, I mean, you're probably not going to get him if you don't get him there. I don't like it. I don't like reaching up for him. The Falcons are not going to be the best offense, like by a long shot. Antonio said single QB. I like Cousins or Rodgers late. Me too. The one thing that sucks with Rodgers now is because of Hard Knocks. He's been going way higher than he has been in the past. Like that's one of the things that kind of sucks for Rodgers right now. What up, Jay? On Facebook, he said, I think Pickens will have a breakout year. What you think? So I like it, but I also like getting Deontay Johnson like way later. Like you're able to get Deontay Johnson so much later than Pickens. I feel like just because of that reason, I'm going to have way more Deontay Johnson than Pickens. But I do think that he's going to have a good year. And one of the things that kind of sucks about him is he doesn't get great separation. That's why he makes these crazy catches, though. Chewy said got off at Hurts or Brees for Taylor, but I have Lamar, and I countered with Brees in the 7th or 8th round pick for Taylor. I mean, if it's a single QB, I understand the hesitancy about wanting to get like wanting to get like a QB there. I guess the thing that's kind of tough is like right now, what if Taylor gets traded? What if he does? Like if he gets traded and goes to an even better situation, you're going to be mad that you traded him. What up, Jaws? Said interested in Zach Cunningham in Philly or Jack Gibbons in Tennessee? Not really. I don't think either one's going to do too much. And Facebook user said Elijah Moore going to be Watson's go-to target. No, he's not. I mean, he'll be the number 2 target over there. And Benjamin Alley said, Alex, please don't mention me. Didn't message you, bro. I tagged everyone. So you know what? We'll just remove you from the group. You don't have to be in the group, bro. So yeah, we'll just remove you from the group so that never happens again. Boom. Very easy. All right. Let's see. Antonio said, hey, Calvin, can you say, give me money? What up, Dennis? What up, bro? 420 AM radio said, if you were the Broncos GM and you were trying to get Jonathan Taylor, are you trying to get Jonathan Taylor? Or do you want to save your capital and cross your fingers with Javonte and pre-ride? Yeah, I don't think they're not going to go out and get Jonathan Taylor. Everything that Sean Payton's ever done has been more with like scat backy like type guys. Look at Kamara. There's like one of the most recent examples, like 3rd round draft pick. Doesn't seem like a guy who's going to be like an in between the tackles like type of guy who's going to be like a workhorse. So yeah, I'm not. I don't think if I'm the Broncos GM, I'm not going after Jonathan Taylor. I'm not. And Jay said, do you think THC intake helps your thought process when giving fantasy advice? 1 billion%. 1 billion%. And I've been smoking for a real long time. So it's, like I could be up here smoking like 10 bowls or whatever, and it doesn't really affect my thought process. The thing is like, if I really feel like the THC just kind of slows down the process, helps me, it slows down the process, helps me not go after my first instinctual like thought as well. Like you'll hear sometimes where I'm like, do this player, and then I'll start talking and explaining like, hey, you know what? We're going the opposite way, on that. And so yeah, it definitely helps. Let's see. What up, Ryan? He said ETN or Ramondre for Dynasty. So I must have been you on Facebook. It's ETN, but it's hella close. Hella close. And what up, Clock? And Harvey in the house said, I vouch for you, bro. He said, you pulled me through in my IDP league twice. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Yep. Dennis said he is in doing the Saturday 9 a.m. There we go. Song, did you hear the times that I said for the drafts? It's Saturday. So really, we're just trying to fill up the Saturday ones right now, and then we'll go to Sunday. But we got Saturday, 9, 11, 1, 3, and 5. So we got 5 drafts that are going down. And Tino, I'll get you added to the I'll get Tino added to the 9 a.m. one. And Zoo Crew, I know you were in here earlier. If you know which one that you want to get in as well, let me know. Let me know. Let's see. There we go. Carl said do the 9 a.m. Saturday morning if it's that early. I'm in Midwest. So, yeah, it would be it's 9 a.m. West Coast time. So, Midwest, are you like East Coast time or are you Central time? It's either going to be, if you're Central time, that's 11. If you're East Coast time, that's noon your time. And but yeah, let me know, Carl. And you got to shoot me a message on like Facebook. You got to shoot me a message on like Facebook, Twitter, any of that. Just shoot me a message there, and I will. I'll message you back the link. And Facebook user said you're saying single QB. So if you're saying single QB, that means if you're playing in 10 or 12 leagues. Well, if I say single QB, that means that you're playing where you can start one QB and that is it. So it doesn't matter how many players are in the league. But yeah, if I say single QB as opposed to super flex or 2 QB, that just means you can start only one QB and that's it. Which most, they do, which most people I know, it's like, common to play in single QB leagues. It's funny. Tino said, let me have his spot. That was the Facebook group that he got kicked out of. Not any of the, not any of the leagues or anything. Just some random that I don't even know. One of the 95,000 people over there thinking that he's special, that he got tagged like himself. Peacock said, happy birthday, Kobe. RIP. RIP to the Mamba. Yeah, it was from the group, Antonio. Hey, Gary in the house. Shout out to our homie Gary. Gary's not messing around. Glad he came. And when you smoke really good weed, both sides of the brain work simultaneously, and your literal side of your creative and your literal side and your creative side simultaneously. Let's go. And Jay said it helps me also. I agree. There we go. Ha! Clock taking it back to Big Willie style. There we go. Let's see who else we got. And Gary said, Blaze one for me while I'm at work. Let's smoke it up. And Tino said, Huss, don't give out all the secret remedies. We used to draft in the East Side League. Oh, man. All right. Candlestick's getting in. He said, throw him in the 9 a.m. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. So there we go. Now there's only 5 spots left in the 9 a.m. Saturday one. And all right, Gary said he could do the 5 p.m. one. Nice. So let's get you in. So that'll be 5 p.m. on Saturday. Yeah, we already filled up the Sunday 5 p.m. one. All right. I'm going to be sending out the links after the show for everybody who's telling me which ones they want in. And Facebook user said, Keeper, 12 PPR, Godwin, Hopkins, Danny Dimes, or J Love. Gonna be Godwin out of these guys. I mean, shit, if you're only keeping one, you're probably going to be able to draft Danny Dimes, which we call him Danny Pesos around here, or Jordan Love. And same with Hopkins. Like, I don't know. I mean, all these guys aren't really guys who, like, there's nobody better that you can keep besides these guys. And let's see, who's this Facebook user? Let me see here. So definitely want to join. Okay, yeah, this is S.Jordan. Says, definitely want to join your drafts. What apps are you using? We are using Sleeper. So send me a direct message. Just the name that you see at the top, the one that I'm streaming from. Just send me a direct message there and let me know what time. So Saturday, all of these are West Coast time. This Saturday at 9, 11, 1, 3, or 5. Let me know. Just shoot me a message. And who said, can I get an ad for 9 a.m.? Andrew, send me a message. I'll definitely get you in there. And I'll get you in the 9 a.m. one. Like you said, I'm going to mark you down right now. Shoot me a message just right now. And then as soon as I get off the show, I will send you the link. There's only 4 more spots in the 9 o'clock now. And let's see. Ryan said Ramondre plus a third rounder and overpay for ETN. Kind of. I kind of feel like. Hey, what up, Devo? Devo coming through on Twitch. Says happening smoke break. Let's get it. I feel like it is a little bit of an overpay, but also if there's no IDP, third rounders aren't really like, if there's no IDP spots, third rounders are kind of whack anyways. So I'd probably do that. It's just super close though. Like that's what it is. It's super, super close. All right. Ryan said he wants in the 9 a.m. one. Let's get it, bro. I will add you in there. Ryan, you got to shoot me a message on Facebook so I don't like forget to add you in there. Because on YouTube, you know, I can't like message anybody directly. So yeah, send me a message to my personal account on Facebook. Zukru said I need 12 or later West Coast time. So after 3. So there's 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Saturday. Derek's in the 3 p.m. one on Saturday. And then we have a handful of people who are in the 5 p.m. on Saturday. Those are West Coast times. Just let me know which one. And let's see, 4:20 a.m. Well, actually, we'll go back to that. Oh no, there we go. 4:20 a.m. said Javante, no Kamara. Javante's no Kamara. I mean, maybe like we've never seen Javante with someone like Sean Payton because he did great as a rookie and then he's got hurt last year. And he said, I think he fits perfect as a catching RB in Peyton's offense. We shall see. And Jay said, the proof is in the pudding. I've had my league for 6 years, and I'm number 1 in winning percentage. Let's go, bro. Let's go. What up, Crispy? And how do we sign up? Who is this? Oh, Andrew. Okay, so did you hear me? Did you hear me earlier? Just send me a direct message on Facebook. So you'll just see, like, just literally go to my profile, send me a message, and then I got you down for the 9 a.m. already. So I'll send you that back. And S. Jordan said, can I join the Saturday morning? Actually, he said 3 p.m. Saturday is cool. Message you. Appreciate your content. Hell yeah, homie. So I will mark you down for the Saturday 3 p.m. And then as soon as I get off the show, I will be sending you that link for you to join. And Facebook user startup Superflex keeper league. How much you willing to spend on 2 QBs? You better spend up. Like, I mean, you might be able to get a couple people at value. I don't know your total budget, but like literally, like I would be easily 15 to 20% like on your budget could be spent on both QBs. 15 to 20% on one QB, 15 to 20% on another QB. You know, like literally could be like that. And songs have 3 live drafts on Saturday, 10 a.m., 1 a.m., and 4 p.m. So we're going to have Sunday drafts as well. I'm just trying to do my best to fill up the Saturday drafts first. I'll put you down, Song, and we'll get you in there. And Jay said, how much of a drop-off do you think Devontae Adams will have this year with Carr being gone? I'm avoiding him like the plague. Like, he's all pissed about Josh Jacobs and, like, everything. So I'm just not with it. And, all right, Jay said, get me in the 5 p.m. draft, please, on Saturday. Let's go. I'll get you in there. And don't forget, shoot me a message on Facebook. And as soon as I'm done with the show here, I'm going to be sending out all the links. I already got everything created. And Antonio said, I hit the line button, but I don't see the line yet. Oh, not. What are you talking about? And there goes Devo. What up? And Crispy hopping over to Twitch. And Crispy, we're talking about the wafers draft. And you, as of right now, Crispy, you're in the Sunday at 5 p.m. That one already filled. All right. Let's see. And Dennis said, if I hit the line button, does white lines show up in front of me? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. What are you talking about? And And Dennis, so as of right now, let's see. You're in there. Your wife is in there. Andrew, Ghost Monkey, Jarvis, Tino, Candlestick, Andrew, and Ryan. So pretty much everybody, who is here on this show. All right. Zoo Crew said 3 o'clock on Saturday. Let's get it. So that is 6 for the East Coasters. Let's go. And Facebook user, I got Pierce and Ridley as my holdovers. I've made some trades out of the 12th, 13th, and 14th pick of my draft. Who would you draft? Well, see, it's so tough to say, like, who would you draft? Because I have no idea who were in your keepers. I have no idea who's going to go before that. I like what kind of like, is it 3 wide receivers? Is it only 2 wide receivers? Is it super flex? I would be trying to get at least a running back and a wide receiver there. And if you have no spots, like, for a bunch after that, I'm probably trying to go after a QB as well. And 4:20 a.m. radio said Javante sucks. Let's see. There we go. And Derek said, hell yeah, I'll be drafting with you, sir. Said it was good hanging out with you this weekend, too. It's so awesome. So awesome. And Ryan said, where am I sending a message? On Facebook to my personal account. Let me see if I can. I'll throw the link in the chat here so people know where to message me. And Dennis said, do you need my wife's email? Eventually, yeah. Just go ahead and send it to me when you have time. And Shannon, don't worry, bro. Like, if you've been waiting less than 5 minutes for an answer, don't worry. That is very, very short. What up, Bakes? And I already answered now. What up, Bakes? All right. And Facebook user, how do you feel about going a little bit over ADP to stack a top-tier wide receiver with an elite QB? It really just depends on how far you're overdrafting these people, because I don't want to force a stack. Like, I really do not want to force a stack. I see people doing it all the time. Then the teams end up sucking, like, at least on paper, and then if that stack does not work out, like, every single game, it kind of screws you. And what up, Jay? Said, what's the cost for these leagues? For this Wafers League that I'm talking about, it is 100% absolutely free. It is being hosted by the Wafers Cannabis brand, and I'm partnering up with them to kind of help host this as well. Kind of keep the same kind of Hustler 420 crew vibes for those leagues as well. So absolutely free to join these Wafers Leagues. And what up, Mike? 8-man PPR. Do I trade Ken Walker for Debo and JT? Man, I feel like that's super risky, but I feel like I would. If you're getting, Ken Walker plus Debo for JT, no way. Never mind. I thought it was Ken Walker for Debo and JT. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm keeping Ken Walker and Debo. Way too much question marks around JT right now. And Bakes, yes, sir. I'm going to be sending out the links right after the show to everybody. And, actually, so you're not in it as of yet. So I need to know what time that you want to get in. So this Saturday, all the times are West Coast times, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m. Let me know which one you want to get into, and I will send you the link after we get off. Antonio said I could do Saturday at 1. There we go. Get into that one. That's the one with that's the one that Bogey's in, and that's the one that Disco is in as well. I'll get you in that one. Oh, okay. So let me know, Antonio, the 1 or the 3. You let me know which one. I put you in the 1 for right now, but I saw you just put that extra message in there. So just let me know which one. And, there we go. I see it. Crispy, man. I don't know how I missed this. It's because we have way more comments today than in the other ones. But you the man, Crispy, gifting a sub over there on Twitch, getting 25 extra entries into the jersey raffle that we got going down. That's going to happen this Friday. Oh, yeah. We got a Lawrence Taylor signed jersey. We got a Justin Jefferson signed jersey, and we got a Joe Montana signed jersey, and it's the Notre Dame colorway. And see, Tino knows what's up. He said, facts, Hus. Don't force a stack. It also puts you in a tight spot in that bye week. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I'm not about it. I'm really just not about forcing the stacks. If they come, I'm all about it, but like, we saw a guy when we do mock drafts, that's when we try like stupid shit, to kind of see how it like works out. And so like we did a mock draft, like I think it was 2 weeks ago. And like one guy, he forced the TJ Hawkinson, Lamar Jackson, like stack. And like, it was super nice, like in the beginning, but then it's just like his team just kept looking worse and worse. And even him, he was like, yeah, I'm not forcing a stack like this early. Okay. Bake said 5 p.m. would work for him. Let's go. Let me get you marked down for that. All right. And we're doing good today. We filled up a bunch of spots today. So let's keep this going. Let's keep it going, guys. Okay, perfect. And Antonio said, nice. One works. Let's go. Oh, Sunday. Okay, I'll put you Saturday. Let me know. Okay, so throw it in again, Antonio. So I put you down in for Saturday at 1 o'clock. That's the one that Bogey and Disco are in. So you guys just let me know. And yeah, Bake said, oh shit, I forgot about the raffle. There was so much going on that I couldn't get everything ready for the raffle by then. And I didn't want people to get screwed out of like some of their entries, or people get entries who like, they're not on Patreon or anything anymore after that. So Marco said, I'll take anything as long as it's not around 9 p.m. West Coast time. So you let me know what time, Marco. We're talking this Saturday. Everything is West Coast time. 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m. Those are the times that we got going. So if you want to do the 9 a.m., because that's like afternoon time for you, yeah, there's still spots in that one. And Facebook user, I'm drafting 11th, 12-team league. Would you shoot for Nick Chubb and come back around for St. Brown? I probably would. And that I probably would try to go running back. I'm assuming it's a single QB. I bet a bunch of the top like running backs are gone at that point. So I probably would. I really like Nick Chubb this year. I have him as my number 3. Right behind CMC and Eckler. So I would try to get like a Nick Chubb, like right there, and then get one of the top wide receivers who would be there at that time. Perfect. Marco said he'll take the 9 a.m. one. Perfect. There we go. I'm getting closer. And give me 1 second, guys. It's getting hot over here. I got to go turn the air on. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. All right. Let's see. Dennis said, I forced the Kelsey Mahomes stack in Vegas and it has fucked the rest of my draft. Marco, yes, this is the Wafers League. It's a free league. Free league for the Wafers. And what? Chase said, you see Sam Williams got arrested. What? Let's see. Let's see. Fuck. Oh, man. Hold on. Uh-oh. Sam Williams arrested on a controlled substance weapons charge. Let's see. Sam Williams was arrested by the Frisco police Sunday night on possessions of controlled substance and unlawful carrying of a weapon. What? Isn't he in Texas? Damn, but it just wasn't. Let's see. Damn, let me see. Till Tuesday. Damn, come on. We can't get a better update than that. Let's see. Sports Illustrated. Fuck, he got into a car wreck. Damn. And see, like one of these said like was arrested with marijuana, and then I see these other ones that say controlled substance. Like, which one was it? And Facebook user said, just out of curiosity, am I muted on YouTube? And One Nation, you shouldn't be. Nobody should be muted over here. Try coming in and putting another message. I don't know what happened, bro. Tino said, y'all can't be doing this to me while I'm driving. I can't Google. So that's what it was. That's what it was. Jay said, I would like to change from 5 p.m. Put me in the 1 p.m. All right. Got you, bro. Gotcha. All right. So that 1 p.m. we're about 25% filled there. 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. about halfway filled there. I know, Tino, right? Hold on. You're here for weed, man. I know. Like, I mean, he got into an accident and he had guns. Like, I mean, that's the other thing, too, is like guns and drugs do not mix in a lot of, I mean, really in any state, guns and drugs don't mix. And Peacock said probably, a weed vape pen, controlled substance in Texas. That would be some fucking bullshit. And, okay, One Nation, I have no idea why. I mean, I for sure didn't mute you. You know, yeah, you're definitely not muted as far as I know. And Jay said if weed isn't legal in Texas, it's considered a controlled substance. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And what platform are you using for this weekend's draft? All on Sleeper. We're always using Sleeper. The only leagues that I'm not hosting on Sleeper this year are going to be the Vampire leagues that we're having to move back to Yahoo because Sleeper does not have a couple specific things that we need to keep the Vampire League running smooth. Marco says should rename the Dallas Convicts. Oh man, fuck. Like I want to hear more about this. Sam Williams, that's one of those guys that our homie Stu like put us on here. And I got a Sam Williams card, like literally like right here. And this is kind of like one way that we show love to our fallen homie Stu in the studio here. And who's this? And what are we doing here? We got what up, Ryan? So we're doing question and answer session. And shout out to all the peeps who are in the chat right now, all the Facebook peeps. Hop over to YouTube. It's 420 Fantasy Hustler or Fantasy Football Hustler. Same thing with Twitch. Hop over there and show some love. Because way better than Facebook. Like literally, like if I didn't tag like everyone on Facebook, like you wouldn't have even got the notification that I was going live. So that's one of the reasons why you want to follow on YouTube and on Twitch. And Ryan said, how we feeling about Deuce? So I know Derek like super loves him, you know, for Dynasty. And I really like him for Dynasty. For redraft, I'm kind of a little shaky like on Deuce. And what do we think about picking up JT? It all depends on where you could get him. Like I drafted him last night in our best ball draft that we did in like the 5th round. I just felt like, you know, I mean, it's baked in. He has all that risk baked in. Like if he didn't have this drama going on, he'd be a 1st or a 2nd rounder, no matter what. And yeah, if I can get him in the 5th or 6th round somehow, like I'm gonna do it because I think he's gonna get traded. But I know that teams might not want to give up the amount that they want. And Jay said I would share this to my AAFF group, but they'd probably get some more entries to your leagues, but it's not letting me do so. Well, see what you got to do. You got to get them into like, okay, so you could go to my personal page and we're live there. Like you can share that one, but you're in the Facebook group right now and it won't let you share because it's a private group. So it won't let you share anything out of the group. But I'd recommend inviting them into the group and then you can always just like tag them, you know, with stuff like this. And as Dot said, what's the YouTube channel? I'll definitely subscribe. I'm going to throw the link that we are streaming on right now in the chat. And yeah, YouTube is just way more lit than YouTube is just way more lit than Facebook. So I mean, you see on Facebook, I mean, it gives you a few people, you know, in there and all that. But I mean, there's a bunch of people who watch on YouTube on the reg. And okay, Marco said there's an article on Pro Football Talk about it. Let me hold up. Marco, I'm adding you. I'm adding you as a moderator to the chat so you could share the link in there with us. And Tino said, if you need Facebook more lit, Huss, I'll jump over there. Nah, man, we want to keep YouTube lit. We want to keep Twitch lit. That is what it's all about. Marco, you're a savage. And Facebook user said, how we feeling about the Jets D this year? I like them, man. I like them. This is Ryan over on Twitch and or over on Facebook. I mean, I like the Jets D, and you're probably, I mean, see, I guess the one thing that's kind of tough is because they're on Hard Knocks. There's going to be a lot of people who are like all over the Jets right now. Now you may have to kind of like overdraft them. Yeah, Antonio said weed and weapons charges for Sam Williams. Yeah. KE, what up? What up? What's going down, bro? And Chris said, if you talk shit on the Cowboys, I'll mute your ass. Crispy ain't playing. Crispy ain't playing. Let's smoke it up. And any other questions, go ahead and jot them in there. What up, Zeb? And Ryan said, I think I'm going to take the Dallas D. I would wait. Like on that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want the Dallas D. I don't want the Dallas D. And Carl said, did you get my tweet? I'm not looking on Twitter, but let me pull it up here. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, so do me a favor, just so I don't forget, because I do see that. But send me a direct message. Send me a direct message. All right. And and Ryan said I'm biased. Hey, I get it. If you need, if you want to take the Cowboys, you know, because you're a Cowboy fan, I'm never going to tell someone to not do that, you know, because if you only play in like one or two leagues, I feel like it's very important to like go after your guys, you know, because you want this to be fun. I mean, you want to win, but you want it to be super fun, you know, as well. I'm just playing so many leagues that I just take the heart and soul, you know, out of everything. I'm really just trying to get the best kind of value, you know, that I can get everywhere. All right. Thanks, Marco. He shared this. The Sam Williams stuff. Let's see. Let's see here. Controlled substance and weapons charges. Oh, okay. So this is pretty much like the same thing that I've been seeing on all these other ones. So they're kind of like nobody's saying what he had or anything. And oh, what the hell? Said I can't DM you because I'm not verified. What? What the hell? How is that a thing? All right. Well, I just messaged you, at least so we can start the thread. There we go. And Severe said, howdy, what up, what up? Thanks for joining up on Twitch. What up? And let me see. Who is this? Ryan said, I'm only doing one league this year. First year playing for some money. 35 hundo? Man, if you're playing in a $3,500 league, you should definitely go sign up at my website, oneononeffadvice.com. You're playing in a big money league like that. You want a ringer, you know, on your side, giving you the advice on what you should do And coming over here on Facebook is awesome. But like, we only live stream a couple hours like every single day. You want to have me like in your back pocket to where you can like literally message me, you know, whenever you want. And if anybody wants that kind, you know, of service, one-on-one, ffadvice.com. Let's get it. Damn it. Hold up. We're going into the matrix a little bit. Oh, there we go. Think we back. There we go. And what up? RN said, would you sell Kamara for a mid-first 12-team Superflex IDP? Are you rebuilding? Are you going for it this year? That all makes a difference on why I would be trading away about Kamara. And Crispy says probably an E-pen. Like, that's what's bullshit. If it really was just like fucking cartridge, like, oh my God, like, that'd be so stupid. Carl said, Elon changed the rules. What? Interesting. Very interesting. I didn't know that. What up, Taylor? So I just traded Derrick Henry plus 224 seconds for CMC. Did I ever pay? You did. I feel like you did. But you got CMC, man. If this helps you win a championship, I don't think Derrick Henry does as good as CMC. So yeah, I mean, you overpaid, but if that's really who you wanted to get, I mean, I really do think that CMC is going to be the the best running back in the league. But that's for sure an overpay because I have Henry as my number 5, like RB. So I guess I'm a little bit higher on most on Henry. And Facebook here said, I don't think Kamara gets enough to produce again. I think he will produce, but I just think of what we seen him do, you know, in the past. It's going to be a lot different. There's going to be a lot different. And yeah, Facebook user said, yes, it's a 100% overpay. For sure. At least you went after the top dog, though. You know, at least you didn't overpay for some bullshit. And Hayden said, I got sent to trade. I would get Bijan for Miles Sanders and Hollywood. It's half PPR. My wide receivers are pretty okay, but I feel like this is too good a value. So no, I don't think it's too good a value because Bijan, first round guy, you know, I'm assuming this single QB first round guy. Miles Sanders, it's like a 4th, 5th round guy. Hollywood Brown, I mean, he's way lower than that. So no, I don't think this is good value on Bijan. I would rather keep Bijan unless someone is going to give me a king's ransom for him. Yeah, it's got to be a king's ransom to give up Bijan. And what up, Severe on Twitch said, second pick, PPR flex. I'm going McCaffrey. But every stat I see saying go Chaser, Jefferson, if open, thoughts McCaffrey safe. I like McCaffrey, but throw it in though. Every league is different. Give me your, is it just, you know, basic roster, set up 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, tight end, you know, just give me that. And I'll answer it a little bit more specifically. But if there's a tight end spot, I'm going Kelsey. Like with that, Kelsey is the biggest positional advantage in all of fantasy football. Nobody comes close to the positional advantage. Ha! Tino said Tony Pasta is the best RB in the league. Antonio said he likes that trade, though. And RN said, I'm competing, and I want Kamara, so I'm seeing what others are willing to sell Kamara for. Oh, okay. So you want to get Kamara for that. Okay. I would try to go a little bit lower. I'd try to 2nd and 3rd. You know, I'm trying to do everything that I can. I'm trying to do everything that I can to get him. And Facebook user, what are we thinking about Bryce coming back? Bryce Young? Or who are you talking? Oh, Brees. Brees said now that they picked up Cook also. I still like Brees because we're getting him more out of value, but I'm not overpaying for him now that they got Cook because definitely they're going to eat into each other's work a little bit. And said, oh, he gets Bijan. Oh, okay. He would be getting Bijan. I would do that. Yeah. I mean, I definitely do that. Yeah, you said that was sent to you. Yeah, do it. Get top heavier, bro. Fuck. Crispy said vape pen and edibles are felony in Texas. Man, that's some bullshit, dude. Bake said I gave up so many firsts for Bijan. And don't forget, if you're on Twitch, we do have commercials over there. But if you subscribe and join the 420 crew, then you do not see any of those commercials. You just bypass them altogether. So join the 420 crew on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you can actually subscribe for free. KE said, I'll admit I did trade Henry for Robinson, and Rashad White was thin at running backs because I was stacked at wide receivers. I mean, Bijan Robinson or Brian Robinson? I mean, if it's Bijan, I mean, yeah, it's a big come up. Brian Robinson and Rashad White, I probably wouldn't have done that. I probably just would have tried to get better value out of Henry. I know there's a lot of people who are down on Henry. Yeah, base. Yeah, I'm going Kelsey or JJ there if I can get him. If not, it'd be Hill. But yeah, I'm not mad at CMC either. I know I'm with that, man. Hill gone for 2K this year. I got so much. Hill. Facebook user 100% Kelsey at tight end. Let's do it. Possible Andrews number 2 at tight end. I actually want to avoid Andrews, and I'll go for the next crop of guys. I'm avoiding Andrews. I'm avoiding TJ. I want to go when we start getting like really good value on guys, because I feel like the difference between Mark Andrews and like who's someone Dallas Goedert, like let's use him, someone who's way lower in the pecking order. I feel like there's just not that much difference between like those kind of guys. Kelsey's like tier 1 and 2. Everybody else is like tier 3 and below. Peace out, Antonio. We'll talk to you later, homie. We'll see you for FNT at 1 p.m. West Coast time. Our news show is at 1 p.m. every weekday. 1 p.m. West Coast time. And Carl said maybe the only way. Oh, you can initiate the DM. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it showed that. Yeah, don't worry, Carl. I got you in the. You're in the 9 a.m. one. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, you're in the 9 a.m. one. I got you there. There's only one spot left in the 9 a.m. Wafers League this Saturday. Kelsey was losing steam early in the year. Said thinking we get a rise of new elite tight ends. No, I don't. Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, and Joku doesn't make sense to go Grandpa Kelsey in the first. You're tripping, bro. You're tripping. Like, yeah, of course it makes sense to go Kelsey in the first because he's the biggest positional advantage in fantasy. Like Kelsey being old, he's old for a running back. He's old for a wide receiver. He's not old for a tight end. Look at how long Tony Gonzalez was killing it. What up, Austin? Yes, Derek said Cooper Kupp back at practice. There we go. Let's see. We got. And KE said, how much for the one-on-one advice, bro? So the minimum is $10 per month, but you really want to be on the elite or the all access. That's the 15 or the 25. Pretty much the higher you are, the quicker that the responses are going to be to you. If you're on the all access, like I will literally answer text messages while I'm on a live show, but you got to be on that level. And, but yeah, the $10 a month, you'll be able to message me like back and forth. So that'd be the minimum. If you just want to join the community, get into the Discord, it's $5 per month. But you don't get the one-on-one like messaging with that. So yeah, Superstar, that's the most popular. That's the $10 one. Pretty much everyone is like on that level. There's a few people below, then there's a handful of people higher, but yeah, $10. And Peacock said, yeah, that's why I mailed everything to myself. Fingers crossed it gets here okay on Friday. Yeah, so it should have got mailed out yesterday. It got taken to UPS yesterday. So it should be I know if you have you should have the tracking. I'm assuming you kept that because I have no idea what it was. I didn't write anything down. And Marco said you need to do something with the channel points on Twitch. You got to help me out, Marco. You got to help me out because I don't know how to do anything with the channel points on Twitch, but I do. I do want to make Twitch more interactive. And Jay said, I'm all in with Hawkinson at tight end. I really like Hawkinson, but I feel like I don't want to overpay for him, and everybody kind of is overpaying for him. And Austin said, how's your day, Huss? We're doing good, man. We're doing good. We had a shitload of people on the stream today. It's probably one of the most active morning live streams that we've had in a minute. And it's really because we got so much. We really got so much going on right now as we get closer to the season. We're only, 15 days away from the start of the NFL season. Let's go. And who's going to join in on the card box break with us today? So we're going to be doing that around 4 or 5 o'clock-ish start time. We got 3 boxes that we got. Let me pull them out here. Pause so you can see which ones we got going. We got some dope boxes. It only costs you $10 per team. That is it. $10 per team. And then any team that you choose, you get all the cards that come in from those teams. We got a 2022 Purple Illusions blaster box. We always get some dope cards out of there. We got a 2023 Panini Chronicles Draft Pick Edition. It's not only the rookies. There could be other people in here as well, but it's going to be like their college edition card. And the I Want to Score More Panini. Oh, yeah, look at that. 22 cards in each pack, 6 packs. Hell of a lot of cards in here. It's going to be fun. It only costs you $10 per team to get into. And let me see what teams are. Let me see. We have, I believe there's like 17 or 18 teams still available. So the teams that are available, Cardinals, Ravens, Panthers, Browns, Broncos, Packers, Texans, Colts, Jags, Chiefs, Raiders, Rams, Vikings, Patriots, Saints, Giants, Eagles, Bucks, and the Titans. All right. And let's see. And Derek said, you're going to pull it out. I know. And Scott said, basically, if you're really good at fantasy football, you can get Kelsey early because you have the ability to overcome the RB and wide receiver disadvantage. If you suck, then your team will suck, except for Kelsey. That's for sure. And, I've made some, I've put together some teams where, like, you draft Kelsey early, you kind of get fucked with injuries, like that can always happen. That can always happen, but you just got to have the good depth. And guess what? We've been telling you guys all season about these peeps that are going to be amazing depth for you. Jake said, can we all agree George Pickens is going to have a better year than Mike Williams? I can wholeheartedly agree to that. We can't really assume Mike Williams is going to stay healthy. That's for sure. Got some static when you left. Mike sounds good now. Okay, I wonder. I think I might have to get some new XLR cords. And Marco said, all I know is you can do special stuff with it. You can make peeps VIP members if they have enough points, or you can do stuff like smoke a bowl or you gift a sub or stuff like that. Marco, message me and like just anything that you know about this. Just like I would love for you to help me out because I do want to make Twitch more interactive. Let's see. Basically, you can decide whatever you want to do with it. Okay, I like it. Nice. Jay said, I'll get in on that with the Saints. There we go. And so the way that you pay will either be through Apple Pay or through Square, and I would send you an invoice. So I'll message you about that as well I'll message you about that when I get off the show, and I message you the link with the league. All right. Let's get Jay over here. Get him in on the Saints. Let's go. All right. Damn right, Austin's fantasy football. Anything can happen. You damn right. And Bakes a lot. He said, you got to have that good depth. Pause. Got to have that good depth.
Well,
Obviously,
Obviously.
had your kids, had your wife.
And KE said Gino or Kirk. I'm on the Kirk side. And Austin said, Hush, you're going to be streaming Sunday mornings. You damn right.
Well, obviously.
You damn right. We're going to be streaming every Sunday morning, getting ready for all the games and everything. Hell yeah. That's when we do a lot of our process, as well, about the old ins and outs, pause, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the streams are always super lit. We're usually on, like 2 to 3 hours before the game starts. We're talking about our lineups. We're answering questions, all kind of stuff. Super, super lit. And Scott says, you think Jameson Williams will be decent week 7 and on? One of the things that sucks is how he got hurt. And now he's missing reps and how he's missing reps in camp again, because last year that was huge for him. He didn't, he wasn't practicing with the team, like he's recovering, from the ACL and everything. And then now he got hurt. Like, I really don't like that, because now he's missing 2 weeks worth of camp practices. Like, that is not good, like, at all. It's really not. And Facebook user said, are we drafting Sam Howell in Superflex? Yes, sir. But I want to get Sam the Wolf Howell as at least the as my third QB. Like, I do not want him as my second. Like, he's someone I need to have as my third, and I will feel very, very good about it. Yeah, Tina said Sunday morning streams is why I'm here. Hell yeah, homie. Austin said, we all know mid-season I'll be crying, saying it's all luck, and I'm done playing, then Huss will talk me off the ledge. Hey, Austin, come on, man. We got to turn this around from the get-go. It all starts in the draft, homie. It all starts in the draft. And Carl said, I did a 14-teamer, single QB, took Kelsey in the first, Burrow in the fourth, Fields in the fifth. I bet I still make the playoffs. Hey, man, you just got to keep grinding. Got to keep grinding. And Jake said, them Cowboy fans, I'm not looking forward to. It's our year. Hey, we know what it's all about, man. We got a bunch of Cowboy fans in here always saying it's their year. And see, look at Tino said, but Jake, it is our year. And Tino said, hello, Huss. I was laughing. I was hella laughing hard at when I was so fucked up in the mansion. I was like, isn't that the podcast you guys watch on Sunday, bro? I play the show while I'm watching Sunday. Hell yeah. It's fucking dope, homie. That's fucking dope. Got the behind the scenes. Jake said, I have Calvin Ridley on my super flex over Derek Carr. Smart. It depends on the scoring, but no, not smart. You want the QB in there. You want the QB in there always. And, Marco said you could do some sound effects like the 55 or the 69 dudes. Whoa, or shut up, know your place, jabroni. Oh, I like it.
69 dudes.
And we got to get, I still have not got the soundboard, all 100% sounds hooked up. We're going to be getting that going. Facebook user, what's a better keeper in a superflex? Sam Howell, 24th round, or Olave in the 7th round? Olave in the 7th round is like amazing, but Sam Howell in the 24th, I mean, that's like free. Probably going to be Sam Howell, and then I would just hope. I mean, if everyone's only keeping one keeper, you should be able to get, some other QBs in addition to that. And KE said, never did a league on the Sleeper app. How is it? I love it. It is my favorite app out of all the fantasy apps. That's not even close. I used to be super loyal to Yahoo. I've been playing on Yahoo since like 2006. And like the only leagues that we're having on Yahoo this year are the vampire leagues. And that just because Sleeper doesn't have a couple features that Yahoo does. Falcons versus Bears NFC title game. Come on, PB and waivers. Tino said my buddy Art was tripping. Tripping was like, if you like this, I'm telling you the guy who on the show is. And I'm like, bro, that's why we are here. Hell yeah. Art was hella dope. Art was hella dope. And Facebook user said, how would you rank these guys? Hill, Chubb, Saquon, Cup. Literally the way that you have it. Like Hill would be the highest for me. I like Chubb over Saquon, but they're literally like back to back, like in my ranks. And I have Najee like right behind those guys. So literally the way that you have it right there is how I would rank them. And Austin said, why is there all this drama with RBs this year? What's crazy is there's drama with RBs every year. Like there really is. It just happens like now it's the new regimes, man. Like that's what it is. It's these new regimes, brand new regime. They didn't draft Josh Jacobs, over there. So they just wanted to sign that franchise tag, see how he does, see if he's even worth another extension. And yeah, see, there we go. Derek says, it's great, bro. First year using it too. I used to use ESPN Sleeper is way better. There we go. There we go. And Jake said, bro, Bijan available second round in my league. You better get him, bro. Better get him. KE said, Duval County, baby. Yeah. And PB and Waiver said, Bijan isn't the starter right now. We know he will be, though. But I also think that everybody who expects him to be a workhorse getting 100% of the RB work is also a little crazy. All right, and let's see, who is this? And okay, it's Trevor. Trevor on Facebook. He said, that's how I have it too. Thanks. And he said 420. Let's get it. Make sure you guys hop over to join on YouTube if you're not already. I'm gonna throw the link in the Facebook group chats. Twitch is also very lit as well. So we're trying to get people everywhere. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. Probably going to be here about another 10, 20-ish minutes or so. Smoke a couple bowls. And PB and Waiver said right now CP is the starter. Closer to kickoff, he'll rise in ADP. Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think his ADP could go any higher. Like he's being taken as like the second and third running back, like off the board. Like, so I guess it just depends, like when you get into these redraft leagues, how much people, because, I mean, Dynasty, Best Ball, like he's going in certain positions, but it's when we really, really, really get into these redraft leagues, we're going to see how people really use them, or how people really draft him. I mean, because, these crazy redraft people who don't come around until August, they're the ones who fuck up the IDP like crazy, or ADP like crazy. And Marco said you could give a used crispy ring like for 1 million points or so. And PB and Waiver said, I love Bijan. I think he's worth a 103. Well, yeah, but you're a Falcons fan, so of course you're going to be a little biased for sure. Yeah, Cientino said Fox says Algier is good. Yeah, and so like anyone who thinks like Algier and Corduroy, Pimp, and Patterson, hold on. Corduroy, Pimp, and Patterson. If you think that they're not going to be anything, like that's just a little crazy, like that's why I really don't think Bijan is going to live up to what people want him to live up to. Like I think that everyone thinks that he's going to get, like that Saquon year where he was like over 2,000, like all combined yards and all that. Like, I don't know if it's going to happen. They got a lot of mouths to feed over there. And Ritter sucks. Like, that's another thing. If Ritter was good, then he would be able to take a little bit of pressure off the run game, but Ritter is not. And let's see. What is this? Jeff says, so I'm telling you, I'm telling you, keep Godwin or not. Okay, let's see. Bake said Vegas Hotel, $100 entry fee for 200. Hearing the outro music play live in a hidden door basement game room while drafting and smoking a gas mask. Priceless. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. Mom Dukes is calling me. She just got back to San Diego. Let me call her and see what's happening. Give me a second. I'll be right here. Just hang out. Let me see what's going on with this call. All right. Never mind. Good to go. And that was that not like hella dope? Bakes. Hearing some of the music just through the hidden door that led us down to the basement game room. Man, it was so dope. I'm so glad that everybody got to come through to the 420 Crew Mansion. Super dope. Super dope. And Jay said, thanks for all your input on Adams because I have him in a 3-man keeper league. Got Barkley, Hawkinson as keepers. But I was on the fence with Adams. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough. Do you know, like, when you lock in your keepers, do you know who everyone else is keeping, like, as well? And Tino said, sometimes I think my life is a movie. It really is. It really is, right? And Peacock said, Terminator, Will Anderson, defensive rookie of the year. It's going to be tough, man. There is a lot of good, like, edge rushers and guys just who are getting after the quarterback. Jalen Carter, like, man, they said that he cannot be blocked in practice either. Like, and we've seen both of those guys, how they're looking in practice. They both look nasty. So I think it's going to be about health. It's going to be about who gets the most sacks. Like, you might, to win defensive rookie of the year, you might have to go over 15 sacks or more. It might have to be to get it to you. And I think Patterson gets traded if Bijan's legit. I don't know. Cause like, I mean, him being as old as he is, like, I'm not really sure like who really wants him, you know, to trade for him at that point. I mean, unless it's like legit, just, you know, like someone gives up a 6th or a 7th, you know, for him, like, you know. And Tino said Micah has entered the chat, Miles. Well, he said defensive rookie of the year. So Micah's not going to be in there. And Facebook users Stevenson or Ridley at the 3-4 turn said, sorry, I didn't hear if you answered already. I did. And I said it depends on who you have at running back and wide receiver already. Because I like Stevenson over Ridley in that spot. So that's who I would, you know, take there, Stevenson. But if you have like 2 running backs already and you don't have any wide receivers, that would make me say pick Ridley. So it's very team specific question, but in a vacuum, it would be Stevenson for me that I would take higher. And Facebook user said, who we taking at 8? Man, it depends on who's there. Because if Kelsey's there, I'm taking him. Tyreek Hill's there, I'm taking him. CMC is probably not going to be there. Nick Chubb, that might be a spot to take him. Oh man, Jake, and he said, by the way, can I get a hell yeah? We got all the sounds aren't set up on the soundboard, so I don't have all the Stone Colds plugged in yet. And Tino said the drops were getting me. I couldn't stop hearing them while I was drafting.
69, dudes.
Hell yeah. Let me see.
Last game of the year. Can't hold anything back now.
You know how it goes. And who's this? Lorny J, what up on Twitch? First time chatter. What up? Said keeper league advice. CMC at the 1.9, Tyreek at the 2.4, Mahomes at the 3.9, Amon-Ra 6.4, Kirk 8.4. I also have Devonta Smith. I kept him last year. He will cost me the highest draft round I have available. So CMC, Hill, Devonta, 1, 2, 3. Man, I mean, is it crazy that I don't want to keep CMC because it's a 1.9? I mean, that is still good value. I mean, Tyreek at the 2.4, great. Mahomes at the 3.9, great. Amon-Ra at the 6.4. Like, I feel like those would be the 3 that I would want to keep. I mean, it really sucks if there's not, and like, would you be able to know how many running backs are getting kept before you lock in your final decision? But those would be the that's what it would be for me, though. It'd be Tyreek, Mahomes, and Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra at the 6 is like cheating at this point. And KE said, how many teams in your drafts this Saturday? So we're trying to fill 5 divisions on Saturday. So it'd be 5 divisions of 12 each that we would be trying to fill. And as of right now, there's only 1 spot left in the 9 a.m. There's 9 spots left at 11, 8 spots left at 1 o'clock, 7 spots left at 3 o'clock, and 6 spots left at 5 o'clock. So that's the ones we're trying to fill. And Kobe said, moms always call you when you're getting high. That's for sure. Yeah, Peacock said, hello, ladies. Sure in the works. Yes, sir. Yeah. Extended version for the crew. Oh, yeah. And Jay said not until 1 hour before the draft. Well, is it against the rules to like talk to your league mates, try to spark up some conversation? You know, maybe you buy them a drink or something, smoke a little weed with them, and be like, hey, who you keeping, bro? Like, that's what I would be trying to do somehow. Just try to get a little bit of intel. And I know people could lie, but that's what you really want to figure out is like, how many running backs are getting keeping? And Bake said is Valentine an IDP sleeper. What's the full name? What's the full name? Like there's like even with IDP guys, like there's so many guys that they're not household names yet. And even though I got like 500 IDP players in my head, you know, there's still more that haven't made their way into the old noggin yet. So let me know the full name of who we're talking about with Valentine. And Jay said, but also have Dalvin Cook. Get rid of Dalvin Cook. He will not be one of those sleepers or keepers, I mean. And Derek said, bro, I'm working and doing the show. Almost told an agent and chatting. Hit the thumbs up for the 420 crew. Let's get it. Oh, man. And yes, Crispy, you're only allowed into one division in this league. I know that, you know, we would get more people if we allowed more than one, for sure. And Derek said music needs to be louder. Dang. Let me see. Let's try this. But see, is it too loud when I'm talking? I turned the mic up a little bit, but how loud is this when I'm talking? Is it hella loud? And does it sound weird? Like I'm talking low right now, and the mic is showing that it's like going all red. So I'm like it's about trying to find a sweet spot. Tina said, I just remembered I gyrated my hips on cam. Oh, yeah. We could go back and find it. And Jake said, so he said beat stoner meal. I'm assuming best stoner meal. Like, what do you mean? Like if we're hitting up like a Jack in the Box or like something like that, or like something that you make at home to take with you? You know what? I know what we're going to do. I'm going to have to use my other mic is what it is. And I'm going to put the other mic like literally right by the speaker of the, because right now it's maybe, the mic is maybe like 2 or 3, maybe like 2 feet away from the speaker. And of course the speaker is like looking backwards as well. But that's what we're going to do. I'm going to hook up the other mic where it'll be in a good spot to pick it up. Pause. And KE said, any spots for Sunday? If so, I'll do it. Yeah, there's spots on Sunday. I was just trying to fill up the Saturday ones first because that's the first day. You know, like on Saturday, we could still fill up spots for Sunday, but, you know, we can't do vice versa. But, yeah, there's spots Sunday, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m. The 5 p.m. is already filled up. But yeah, there's 4 different divisions that are drafting on Sunday as well. Those are all West Coast times. So if you're not on the West Coast, plan accordingly with that time. Yeah, he said that was a good spot for you talking. Yeah, it was the music that was low. Okay. Yeah. So I put it back to where I was talking. And yeah, next stream, Next stream. Uh-oh, there's a crybaby over there on Facebook. He said, quit tagging me in this shit. Well, I mean, the only way that we can not tag people in shit when I hit everyone is just to boot you from the group. So there we go. We'll just get rid of you so you'll never be tagged again. And there we go. It's crazy how people think like I'm literally going through and tagging like people individually. Sorry, bro. Doesn't work that way. You're not special. Don't even know who the fuck you are. All right. Dwayne Anthony, if that's your real name. And you know what? It doesn't matter what your name is. And Jake said, hey, Crybaby was a good movie. You know what's funny is Noble loves the movie Crybaby. I never saw it either. I still haven't seen it. I've only seen the scenes with like the songs in it. Super crazy. And Peacock said, why join a group if you don't want to be tagged in things? I just don't understand. I don't understand. And like literally like the whole point of the group is to get advice. And like, what are we doing here on this show? We're giving fantasy advice. So like, if you literally don't want to be tagged in a post where someone's giving advice and you're in the fantasy advice group, I just don't know what to tell you. Like, you just shouldn't be in the group at all. Like, it makes no sense. And that's Santino said, if anybody gets a boot from the group, I'll clone myself and take your spot. And KE said, how can I do what you do for a living? He said, LOL, that's cool as fuck. I mean, it's crazy because like when like anybody asks me what I do for like money or for a job, it's so hard to explain it. Like, yeah, I talk about fantasy football and people pay me. And they're like, what the fuck is fantasy football? Like, yeah, I know, right? I know. So it's very hard. I would say that it's very, very hard because nobody's like, I'm like, there is no boss like above me. I didn't join a network where I'm getting paid, you know, for doing live streams or like anything like that. So I would say that there's not too many people who could do what I'm doing necessarily to make money, but I do have the game plan of how you can do it. It's not easy. Like literally, like I've grinded so many hours, you know, to like build this community. The group that literally the group where you found me, because I believe you were one of the people who was over on the group and then came over here. I started that 8 years ago and like grinded to like build, like to get it to like 1,000 people. And like, I was grinding so hard and like helping everyone. Like, it was crazy. I put in a lot of time to like build this. And now it's to a part where it's a little bit more self-sustainable, but I still got to grind, man. If I miss days of work, you know, here, like, man, people could easily, you know, just like fall off. So it's, but I do got the game plan. And if you go to 420crew.org, if you look down to like the bottom tier, it's $50 a month. It's a content creator mentorship program, $50 a month. And I'm giving you the game plan and literally putting you through a boot camp that will like help you start building up, you know, your stuff. And really it's like, I was able to like start this without any job because of COVID. And that's when I started going like extra hard. Pause. But that's what that's when all this started for me. Anyone who'd be starting right now, I wouldn't suggest quitting a job or anything like that until you have like maybe a year or two in where you built up a nice little following. And then once you get to that point, you know, you should be able to make a little bit of money, you know, per month. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people who they're not making $2,000, $3,000 a month doing this. So, you know, they can't afford to quit the other kind of jobs that they have, you know, going down. But yeah, it's really just about joining the crew, getting in the content creator mentorship program, and literally you would be going through the ringer of a boot camp. I got monetized. Took me on YouTube, and which because of the weed smoking and stuff like that, you know, things are a little bit different now. But literally on YouTube, you got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I hit that shit in like 12 weeks. Like everyone who I've ever talked to about that, they said that that's insane. But it's because we're out here grinding. Yeah, see, and Scott remembers Crybaby. See, like who else? I legit never saw that movie as a kid. Like the Johnny Depp movies that I remember were not like that one. And Jay said there's some people get a little drunk in the evenings. I've learned a few things about their keepers after dark, but who knows? Hopefully I could drop Adams and maybe get a leg up in the draft order to get someone like JJ or Ramon. That'd be dope, man. That'd be dope. And Jake said, never bite the hand that helps you win championships. I don't understand it. And like even on there in the group, it says I'm an admin. There's only like 3 admins like in there, and I'm the main one. And like literally like the video is fantasy football question and answer, ask anything. So like that's what I do not get. People are just stupid. And Peacock said a Crybaby classic movie, but I can't bring myself to watch it as an adult. I remember it being pretty cringe. I don't remember it like at all. Like, I mean, I'm seeing Noble watch. He likes the music like in there. Like Noble's a music freak. So, okay. Bakestock Carrington, Valentine on the Packers. Rookie looks good in the preseason with injuries given opportunities. Let's see where he's at on their depth chart right now. Cornerback. I mean, see the thing, even for IDP, I'm not trying to target too many cornerbacks. That's why I didn't know who he was. Cause yeah, really like once we get past the first couple cornerbacks, like I really don't want too much of them. Really would be trying to get strong safeties. Even some free safeties, depending. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to stack a bunch of cornerbacks on my team for IDP. Stranger says a really simple solution. If he'd been smart enough to think about it, just leave the group. Yeah. Or just don't comment at all. Like literally like a tag on Facebook means you get 1 notification. Like if people saw how many notifications like are going on my Facebook, they'd probably just shoot themselves, because of like how crazy it is. But like, yeah, it's ridiculous. You have no idea how many notifications I get. And Tino said I would for sure clone myself if possible. I've been trying, bro. We need one of those, the cloning machines that Steve Urkel used to have back in the day. Marco said some people are stupid. I bet he complains later, like, what the fuck did you kick me out for? Yeah, probably. These people are just stupid. And Jake said the best thing about it, no drug tests. Exactly. Yeah, my boss actually, he requires it. If I came in here all clear-eyed and shit, you guys would know something was up. Hey, Chris, I wish you would have let me troll his ass before booting him. Yeah, see, that's why I just don't even care about these people like anymore. The ones who are just like literal complainers, like we ain't got time for that. It's like 95,000 people in there. Like, man, we're squeaky wheels just get kicked out. And Tommy on Twitch, first time chatter, what up, said, should I draft J.K. Dobbins round 7, pick 8? I'm avoiding J.K. Dobbins. I really don't want him. He already got hurt. He's complaining about the contract. Like, I just want to avoid him. He's never multiple years in the league now. Never, lived up to expectations. Like, I'm just trying to avoid him. Jake said, neither did I. Wife obsessed with Johnny Depp. That's so funny. And Marco said, I'm a member of that group on Facebook. I never got any messages that I got tagged in or so. And seeing, because like literally, like I tagged, there's once a week in these big ass groups, and in smaller groups, you could do it like once a day or multiple times a day. But in this huge group, we can only do, I can tag everyone 1 time per week. So I always try to tag them on these morning shows that we're doing a question and answer session, because if you're in that group and you want just live question and answers, this is a perfect place to get it. But outside of that, like, and it should tag everyone, but it's literally just like a notification that comes in and it says Alex tagged you in a video, and that's it. And like that, yeah, it's like not even a thing. It's like literally just 1 notification, like in Facebook. And Tino said, Young Noble up next, Vegas producer. Hell yeah. Oh, and he said, don't be a rapper, Noble, be a producer, get paid. That's where it's at, right? You do all the producing. It's just where it's at. Because you could be like Dre, you could be a rapper producer, but producer's got to be number 1. And Facebook user Allen over Mahomes in a 6-point rushing TD, 4-point passing. It's a super flex league. Nah, I'm still taking Mahomes over Allen, but I would take Hurts over Mahomes because, like, I think Allen takes a step back in the rushing department this year. I know he's going to have a few touchdowns, but I think he takes a step back. Hurts, I don't think he takes a step back. I think he can go for double-digit rushing touchdowns as well, and I do think his passing touchdowns improve. And Derek said, you have to watch Netflix. They clone Tyrone, Huss. What? They clone Tyrone. Better call on Tyrone. What up, Facebook user said, can we do team reviews in here? So I want people to hop over to YouTube or Twitch for the for team reviews. I'll put the link in the chat. You don't, none of it, neither one of these costs money to subscribe or follow. So I will put it over there. Jump over to YouTube or Twitch, and I will throw a team. We'll do a team review for you. And thanks for joining through the Dynasty group. Who is that? Rob. Yeah, thanks for joining through the Dynasty group. And Derek said it is new. Okay, and I don't even have Netflix, but I have one of the apps, you know, where you can watch like all the movies. I'm sure it's on there. And KE, I'm definitely interested, man. I want to do what you do. I do whatever. I just have the website again for the boot camp. Not quitting my job, but I want to DM you about the draft Saturday. Yeah, DM me about the draft on Saturday. Send me a message on Facebook. I believe that's where you came in at. I'll send. I'll put the link in for there. Or if you're on Instagram or Twitch at FF Hustler 420, you can send me a DM there. But there's my personal Facebook. I don't recommend people message on the Hustler Facebook because I sometimes shit just gets buried like over there, and I don't even get notifications sometimes. And yes, I definitely want more information. I got a couple people who are already going, you know, on it, and guys like Patriot Sports Radio who are like killing it right now in the guys who are killing it right now in the betting aspect of all this sports stuff. And yeah, it's all about making that money, man. It's about building a community and making this money. And Marco said Dobbins not even in Dynasty. I want him less in Dynasty because like redraft, you only have him for 1 year. You know, Dynasty, like if he doesn't do good this year, he's gonna have no value in Dynasty. Like I'm trying to get the guys who I think like, you know, could improve value wise from 1 year to the next. And like a lot of times running backs, they're just not gonna, you know, just return more value. It just happens. Yeah. Marco said I only get notifications when you are live and that's it. Maybe I turned it off on Facebook. Yeah, for sure. It could be. Yeah, and Peacock said, don't forget to tip your waiter. Noble's so stoked about all that. Everyone was showing love. I appreciate it because that's what it's all about, man. It's what it's all about. Facebook user picking 8 out of 12 in a PPR redraft. Olave is the keeper. Do I go wide receiver, or running back? I'm trying to go even is what I'm trying to do. I think you go wide receiver, running back, or running back, wide receiver with those first 2 picks. I'm trying to get the guy who is the guy who I have rated higher in the first round. So if there's like a shitload of wide receivers that go, probably going the running back. There's a shitload of running backs that go, I'm probably going the wide receiver. And I'm doing the opposite for round 2. And then from there, it's going to be about best player available. But I'm trying to build somewhat evenly in the first 2 rounds, especially in redraft. This isn't, I mean, I know it's a keeper, so it's not a full-blown dynasty. But yeah, in redraft, I'm trying to build evenly. Makes things so much easier if you're top-heavy at the running back and wide receiver spot. And Carl said, Crybaby is back when Ricky Lake was husky and hot. Miguel, what up? Who should I pick? Who should I pick 5th full PPR 10-man? If Kelsey's there, I'm going Kelsey. That's just the way that I'm doing it. If he's gone, it's probably going to be Tyreek Hill because I'm assuming Jefferson will be gone by that pick as well. And Frogtown Hobbies, what up, homie? Said, how do you want our team shared for review? Just go ahead and type it in. Just put, you know, QB, put your wide receivers, put your running backs. Let me know how many starters as well, so I know. Or you could put your starters in there and then put bench and then put your bench players, and then I'll know. I kind of review based on who your starters are, and then if your bench is amazing, that may bump up the grade a little bit. If your bench is kind of whack, maybe that wouldn't lower it much, but it's definitely not going to improve it. Hell yeah, Miguel said, what up, G? Good looks. Hell yeah, homie. Hell yeah. And Tino said Noble's a full-blown hustler. Yeah, man, it's one of those things, like, if you're not a hustler from birth, like, nobody taught me, like, how to be a hustler, I was like, it was really like when opportunities arose, I was like, oh shit, like just a little light went off, like in my head or something, with the eureka moment. Because like where this hustle all started was like 3rd grade, and I was like, what are you in 3rd grade, like 9 years old? And this one rich kid who his parents would not give him like anything good, like in his lunch, like everything was like hella healthy, and like he was like, man, he was like, I'd love to get he's like, I wish I had like chips and a Capri Sun like in my lunch. And I was like, hey, you got some money, right? I was like, $1 for the chips, $1 for the Capri Sun, and bam, $2 right then. And then literally turned in to him giving me $2 every single day for my chips and Capri Sun. And that's kind of where it all started. So it's not like someone told me like this is what I should do. It's just like I saw the opportunity, and we jumped on it. And just like the squares, like I literally like the squares, like I started that the 2021 playoff season, and like I was just like, someone was like, hey, do you do any squares for the Super Bowl? And I was just like, yeah. And you know what? I do it for the playoff games too. Let's make this money. And then like someone asked me at the beginning of preseason, hey, you going to do any squares for the preseason? And I was like, you know what? I am going to do squares for the preseason. And we started it. And like people know that I'm making money off of it. We make $1 per square off of it. And then we got to kick back $50 of it to Uncle Sam. That's why it's $6.50 for the squares. But yeah, man, that's really just how I lived my life. If there's something that people want, I try to figure out how I could be the one to get it and make a couple bucks off of it. And Peacock said, I took Dobbins, RB3-4 in Vegas. I think that's a good spot to take a chance. Yeah, and then probably because in our circles, like people are like a little bit more down on him as well. He like falls. So yeah, I'm with that. And Crispy said he needs the tree. I'm smoking one for you, Pops. All right. Frogtown said, thanks. List incoming. Let's go. And Carl said, just make sure he waits a couple years before he watches Serial Mom. What the hell is Serial Mom? Oh, man. It does sound... yeah, let's see. What the hell is a Serial Mom? Let's see. Let's see. Serial Mom released theatrically. What the fuck is the plot? There we go. Middle-class wife with her dentist husband. Their teenage kids in the suburbs. She is secretly a serial killer, murdering those she perceives to slight her and her family, or will fail to live up to moral standards. Never fucking heard of this movie. Never heard of that movie. It sounds insane though. And Marco said the apple don't fall far from the horse. And Derek, he said, sounds like Noble. All I had to do was teach him that one phrase. Don't forget to tip your waiter. And everybody knows what's up. With that, I think people would have done it, but just hearing him say it, knowing that he's a hustler, yeah, it was awesome. And it's funny because like Noble, he's a hustler. He's so giving, and like one of the things that's funny is like, man, we need to buy another toy so I can sell it. It's like, well, how much are you going to sell it for? He's like, I'll sell it for $1. He's like, but the toy costs $20. He was like, yeah, but I didn't pay for it. Oh, man, such a savage. And Crispy said, how dare you make money off us like that? Talking from the guy who just spent, what'd you spend, Crispy? $26 on the squares, and bam, hit for that hundo. Damn, Marco said Kathleen Turner is a serial killer in that movie. Oh, man. Yeah, so I guess a bunch of people saw this. Yeah, Serial Mom was a crazy flick. I never saw it. I never heard of that movie. Tino said, waiting in line for the High Times winner right now. Fig Farms. Let's go. Let's go. All right. And hey, speaking of Noble, look at this crazy.
Hi everyone.
Look at this crazy character.
Check out my newest video.
Yeah, there we go. Check out his newest video. Noble, they were talking about how you were telling everyone don't forget to tip your waiter.
Yeah. And I will go on to your show and put in my link.
There we go. He's gonna go put in the link. Turn that down, bud, so you don't hear the double. And Marco said, "What up, Noble?" All right, let's see. Let's see what Frogtown Hobbies got here. 16 team PPR. The starters are Allen, CMC, Henry, Hawkinson, Christian Watson, London. Not a fan of the wide receivers. Cooper, Bolton, and Derwin James. Nice. Well, I like the IDPs. You got a little top heavy there. And he said, won the boat last year in the first year. Nice. I mean, Allen, CMC, Henry, Hawkinson. I mean, all that's super top heavy. I'm nervous about Watson and London, but they both should be good PPR guys. Cooper, I mean, I like him for like him being kind of like a later guy, especially in a 16-teamer. I mean, that's what's crazy is like this looks way better than a 16-team league should. A 16-team should look. So, yeah, and this is like, and this is like a B plus, maybe an A minus. Like I think like a lot of people probably fucked up in your drafts to where you drafted or you have an A team, you know, here. That's the only way that you can get an A, in my opinion, is if your team is so good that people probably fucked up like in their drafts. And Peacock said, glad someone was able to take those painting. What was it? Yeah, he did have the painting. And he said Bogard said one of them paintings scared him. Oh man. And Scott said, women love watching Serial Mom, wishing they could do that shit. What up, Wes? What up, homie? Yeah. Said first overall pick this year. Let's get it. It's gonna be if it has a tight end in the league, I'm going Kelsey with that first pick, and I'm not thinking twice. But you must have a tight end spot. Doesn't matter if it's tight end premium, but you gotta have a tight end spot. If you don't have a tight end spot, I would it would either be JJ or CMC, and I'd be leaning on JJ. But yeah, if there's a tight end spot, I'm taking Kelsey at the 101. Not being a bonus hole about it either, because I know there's some people who I can't do that because I'm not gonna have like a top end like running back or wide receiver. You can get a top end running back and wide receiver with your next two picks. Maybe not top end, but good enough to where Kelsey is going to make that huge difference, you know, for you. And let's see. And Tino said, dude's like, give me free publicity on Dad's stream. Hey, he already knows what's up, man. Already knows what's up. He said, little dude's got crazy hustle. You already know. And Carl said, it seems like he might like all the John Waters films, like Ricky Lake was his muse. Okay, I think he did Hairspray in the 80s. Man, Hairspray, is that the one that was kind of like Hairspray was like almost the original one of those cheerleaders who like killed that chick or whatever, Jawbreaker, I think is what it was in the 90s, right? Wasn't Hairspray kind of like the original like version of that, or like the 80s version of it? And Frogtown said, I think I should move a younger wide receiver for more windows now. Oh, is that a dynasty or a redraft league? Is it dynasty or redraft? He said win now, so I'm assuming dynasty. I think I would. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, but I feel like I would try to move Watson over London, and like trading Watson for an older, more established wide receiver. I mean, it's probably what I would do, because wide receiver is where you're weak, like right now. So I would try to trade. What's it called? Watson for a more established wide receiver. And Tino said, we talking musical now, bro. I got to throw Hamilton in that. I did see some of Hamilton for sure. It was very solid. And Kelly said, so a 9-year-old's parents just gave him $2 every day. He got more than that. I think his weekly allowance was like $20 or $30. A rich little Asian kid, parents were just hella wealthy, so he was, I didn't ask and I didn't care, so I don't know the specifics. I just know that every single day for like that entire year, he was giving me at least $2 for the chips and the Capri Sun. And forget about it. If there was a day when I had like a Lunchable, like he was throwing $5 down to get that Lunchable. And Lunchables are probably only $2. But hey, it's supply and demand, baby. It's supply and demand. And Kelly, make sure you're caught up with us because I think you're a little bit farther behind us. Catch up with us live. Yeah, Hamilton's got a lot of good stuff in there. That's for sure. And all right. I think I got an appointment that I got to get to right now. So we're going to hit this last bowl and then we're going to sign off. 2-hour question and answer session. Extra lit. Thanks for everybody who hopped in on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch. Go to fantasyfootballhustler.com and then you can literally find me everywhere that I am. That's like the easiest spot. It's like Linktree, but it's way doper than Linktree. So yeah, go there, fantasyfootballhustler.com, and go search everywhere. Go follow the podcast. Go follow every single social media that we're on, including TikTok. Trying to do a better job of getting TikTok videos up over there as well. Bake said, who are your top 4 shutdown corners in the league? Byron Murphy's one of them. Like legit Sauce needs to be in there. It's like a lot of young guys. It's a lot of young guys. And Stephanie said, you asked, so I delivered. All right. There we go. Who would the other ones be? I mean, Sertan deserves to kind of be in there as well. It's hard because like the league is like, there's just not a lot of shutdown corners like right now. Because even like guy like Sneed, like he's great for even a guy like Sneed. He's not really a shutdown corner necessarily. Yeah. And what is this? Facebook user said, hell yeah, bro, you don't give a fuck. Like about smoking? Hell yeah, we're smoking heavy over here. Always. I'm in a legal state. I'm in Vegas. Well, Nevada is the state, but I'm in Vegas where it's 100% legal. Yeah, not Ramsey. Diggs isn't a shutdown corner. I mean, he's like a home run hitter to me. Like he's either going to grab that interception or he's probably going to get beat for a touchdown. Like I don't consider that a shutdown corner. And DJ Reed. So he's the and you said DJ Reed and I'm thinking Jarek Reed. Who does he play for right? Oh yeah, the Jet. Oh, he's the other guy on he's the other guy in the Jets opposite Sauce. Not going to be considered a shutdown corner, but he's hella dope. Like if you play across from a shutdown corner, you're going to get targeted so much that like you're probably just not going to be considered. Woolen, Sauce, Bird, and JC. Oh man, so you're going man, hella. And you know what? Maybe what's the dude on Buffalo? White. We got to see how he does because I mean, being injured and all that, it kind of like made him lose a step. But now you're removed from that injury. Like we'll see if what's his name? Tredavious. Why did I forget his first name? But guy on Buffalo. Elam is super dope on Buffalo as well. Tariq Woolen. I don't consider him a shutdown corner, but that dude makes fucking plays like for sure. And then JC Horn. Let's see if he can stay healthy, man, because like he's so dope. He just needs to stay healthy. I love Asante Samuel like as well. Like I don't think Asante Samuel gets any kind of the credit of what he deserves over there because he's been holding it down. And what was he drafted in like the second round or something? You know, like way past a lot of these guys. I thought he should have been a late first rounder. All right. Yeah, Derek, let him know. Hit that thumbs up for the 420 crew, whatever platform you are on. Hit that thumbs up. We'll be back around 1 o'clock. Then we're bringing you the news. KE. Would you punt tight end position in 10 to 12 team? If you can't get Travis Kelce, yes. And almost doesn't matter. Yeah, any 10 or 12 teamer. If it's over that, maybe I make a little bit different decisions, but yeah, 10 or 12 team league. If I don't get Kelce, I'm punting it. I'm not even trying to pay up for Andrews or Hawkinson or whatever. I'll just wait. Get the tight end like hella late and then just stream if you got to. Makes it I feel like DLs and LBs are going to eat on the teams that have those DBs are going to be running the ball instead of throwing to avoid INTs. Yeah, the thing is, though, in this NFL that we play in right now, literally last year, there was only 2 teams that ran the ball more than 50% of the time. And that was the Titans and the Ravens. Outside of that, every single team in the league, including the 49ers, they were the closest to 50%. I think they were like 52% passing, 48% rushing. So just in this NFL, people throw more than they run now. Like that's just, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, the teams with the crazy DBs or the teams that have the insane quarterbacks on the other side, I mean, it's going to be a lot of running like against those teams. But watch, Seattle, Detroit, those are going to be the 2 again, just like last year, how bad they were at defending the rush. It's going to be that or worse this year because none of them address the interior defensive line position. So that's just a little nugget like for today, like Seahawks, Detroit, those are the teams that you are going to stream running backs against all year. And if you have a running back going against those teams, they're a smash start almost no matter what in your flex and your RB, all that. And Tino said coverage sacks are a myth. Said coverage sacks mean the O-line blocking long enough for it to be considered a coverage sack. Stop making someone longer than 6 seconds. Yeah. If you're not getting rid of the ball like that quick, you need to be like running at that point because like those defensive linemen are, they're going to be in on that. Like Trey Lance, he was holding the ball way too long in that game. All right. We're going to get up out of here. We'll be back at 1 for the news. So about, 2.5 hours from now, potentially 3 hours, depending on how long this appointment goes. Appreciate everybody who subscribed on YouTube, who subscribed on Twitch and everywhere else. Thanks for chopping it up with the questions and answers this morning. And everyone on YouTube, everyone who was there at the 420 Crew Mansion. Yeah, it's epic. I'm going to get some videos posted. It's the shit. We will see you soon. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the